if your goal is to be in the best shape of your life possible, and then you would say, I would work out only when I feel motivated. And you would basically decrease the probability of you hitting that goal just because you're giving so much power to how you feel in that very moment. Whereas if you say, it doesn't matter how I feel, I'm the type of person who never breaks the promises that I make to myself. Welcome everyone to LifewithLiza podcast. Our mission at LifewithLiza is to share people's stories and the challenges that they have overcome, so that those who are listening in can get the strength, the courage, and the hope to be their better selves. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk to you about feelings versus being, and what is the difference between them. And it's something that I was talking to one of my podcast guests about. She is the expert in discipline and mindset, and I asked her this question. I asked her, why does she think so many people want to feel motivated before they do something instead of being disciplined? Why motivation plays such a big role in today's society? And you see so many people asking, how do I stay motivated? How can I feel motivated all the time? And the answer for me personally was that with all the habits that I've built, or all the things that I'm pursuing on a regular basis, I'm not feeling motivated to do them all the time, but I just do them. And I do them because of who I am and the habits that I've built. And the interesting point that I wanted to share with you today, something that she has pointed out, was when people become obsessed about their feelings versus being, that's when we have the problem. Because feelings are very momentary. They come and they go. Some days you will feel motivated, other ones you will not feel motivated. But being, if you are the type of person who works out, if you're the type of person who keeps the promises they make to themselves, if you're the type of person who is consistent, you will show up regardless of how you feel in that very moment. And if we give so much power away to our feelings that are so momentary, we are doing the biggest disservice to ourselves. Because literally how you feel in the moment could vary. And would you really want to decrease the probability of your success just because on how you would feel in that very moment? If your goal is to be in the best shape of your life possible, and then you would say, I would work out only when I feel motivated. And you would basically decrease the probability of you hitting that goal just because you're giving so much power to how you feel in that very moment. Whereas if you say, it doesn't matter how I feel, I'm the type of person who never breaks the promises that I make to myself, I will work out. I don't do this negotiation in my own mind. I don't even start it. I'm the type of person who shows up for myself and I persevere. And you, by doing this, by becoming and by being, instead of focusing so much on the feeling part, you become that person for whom those goals that you currently have, your goals for that person, they're their reality. Because the moment you start acting like that person, the moment you start acting like that person, you become that person. But if you just decide that you will follow through only when you feel like it, you will never become that person who is capable of achieving those goals. Does that make sense? If you prioritize feeling over being, you're robbing yourself. And so many times our feelings, they just come and go and they're not really serving us. And I think here, another important part that I wanted to point out, because I can already hear people saying this back to me, should I never listen to my feelings or emotions? Are you saying that they're not valid? I'm not saying that. And of course, they are important. But when it comes to consistency and discipline, they're not always there helping you to achieve your goals. They're not working for you. sometimes they're working against you. And you need to be able to recognize that. And once you recognize that the feeling of the moment is actually not serving your goals, to be able to take a different action and to be able to persevere, that's where the true power lies. If the feeling of the moment helps you understand yourself better, if it signals something to you, if you're really feeling not well and you, for example, you would not do that workout, I'm all up for that. And that's something that I always done myself. I always trusted myself because I've built this trusting relationship through following through my promises that I make to myself. And I knew that when I truly feel not well, I will not push myself to work out, and I will take the rest I need. But I'm always honest with myself and I ask, is it truly that I need that rest, or am I just being lazy? And if the question is I'm just being lazy, I'm still showing up and I'm persevering. So if you ever struggle to follow through on your goals, remember, prioritize being that person who is actually capable of achieving those goals versus prioritizing your feelings of the moment and letting them determine whether you achieve that goal of yours or not. You have the power. You've got the power. I believe in you. Keep taking action. Keep setting those goals and taking that consistent action daily to achieve them, regardless of how you feel in the moment. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I really hope that this episode helps you achieve your goals. And if you did enjoy it, please be sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and I see you in the next episode.